Hello, my name is Bryce Tubbs. Today's video is going to help out psychotherapists to, understand how to work with more private pay clients. Okay, this is a very important question. But once you really figure it out and you start getting the pieces to line up, it becomes a lot easier and a lot more simplified. And it's a lot easier to grasp once you understand it. Okay, so you need to start learning how to attract and inspire people to take the next step. But you have to also define what each next step is. It cannot be stranger, set up a call. Stranger, set up a call. Because think about, if you're either dating a person or we'll go with the dating example, right? Say you meet someone on the street or in a dance class. Most of the time, you're not just going to say, hey, will you be my girlfriend or will you be my boyfriend or whatever, right? There are some steps, maybe date one, date two, date three, and then after a certain period of time, then you guys start either dating or getting married. But there has to be steps in between. It'd be very rare and very not very consistent for most people to go from just meeting someone to married in the next day, unless it's a TV show. But it's the same thing with private pay clients. We have to be able to say, okay, cool, so you saw either my first video or someone showed you my picture or you saw my blog post, but now we want to start working together. So the next step might be, why don't you join my community? Or why don't you go and look at some presentations that I made? Or why don't you go and look at my audio? Why don't you go look at my book? XYZ. There has to be a middle step that builds trust and builds a relationship. After that, you might be like, why don't you watch a couple more of my videos? After that, it's just like, oh, why don't you just set up a consultation call with me? We can talk about, what it would look like to work together. And then they do that. But the real key becomes how to get them from here to take that next step. We tend to do that with our call to actions. If you have a video and it's getting a lot of views, I'm assuming that those are relevant views. So for example, if you are doing a video about people who want to get past their anxiety, if those people who are watching your video and you're getting like maybe 100, 200, 300 views per video have anxiety, that's relevant viewers. So your call to action needs to be, if you are struggling with anxiety and you want to do X, Y, and Z, I have this next thing, or I have this book, or I have this video, or I have this community, or I have this free training, or I have this webinar, or I have this advertisement. I think it would really help you guys solve your situation, and it's going to show you X, Y, Z. So go ahead, and if you're interested in moving forward and learning how to manage your anxiety or solve your anxiety, why don't you come join us inside of there? And then you're going to start to see people move. Okay, cool. And then the next step that you have to do is you just have to make another thing. So it generally takes about 5 to 7 times of someone seeing you before they are either ready to decide to get on a consultation call or before they are really ready to do any sort of transaction with you. So just think about 5 steps. Maybe you have it where it goes from video 1, video 2, video 3, video 4, video 5, and then at the 5th video, you invite them to your community. Okay, so now that's 6 contacts. And now inside of the free community, you'd maybe do one more video that's specially made for private pay clients who are struggling with whatever the group was made about. And then at the end of that video, you say, why don't we do a consultation call? And by the 7th time, they're going to be ready and they are going to, hop on the consultation call with you. Now your job just needs to be about, just seeing whether or not you guys connect, whether it'll be a good conversation, in your sessions, or whether, you're actually able to help them get the result and the outcome that they want in their life. You start implementing that, you're going to start attracting more private pay clients. Okay? So, I really appreciate you guys watching this video. If you've been struggling to attract private pay clients and you're in the psychotherapy community, I created a free training that shows those inside the psychotherapy community how to go and attract private pay clients. So it's very important because this training has been helping those inside of my private community to attract a steady flow of private pay clients. It shows you the 5 things that you need to implement inside of your practice in order to be, irresistibly magnetic to private pay clients, so that you no longer have to worry about where your next client is coming from. Instead, it becomes, do I have enough spots open to really handle this inflow? If that's what you've been searching for, I recommend you go check out the link in the description below to access the training. So all you have to do is click, register, show up to the training, and I will help you go and attract private pay clients. I don't know exactly how much longer this training is going to be available for, so take advantage of it while you have the opportunity and while it is free. Okay, so click on the link below, register for the training at a time that's showing, that fits your schedule, and I cannot wait to see you inside and show you how to attract private pay clients. I will talk to you guys soon, and I will see you later.